Is the hand training that Devon has passed to Brian enough? Guys, just recently, Brian Shaw has posted a video on his Instagram on where he is seen doing the hand training that Devon taught him. And when I was watching him doing it, it sort of reminded me of Levan doing the same movement as well when he was preparing to face Devon. And then I remembered that in addition to the hand training that Levan was doing, which by the way ended up to be pretty heavy, Levan also did some heavy bicep, wrist, and back workout. So then, when I look at what Devon has taught Brian, I get thinking to myself like, is that enough? Because, as we know, Devon's training is known to be very specialized. Like, Devon will mostly attack the hand and wrist of his opponent and fight for the center. And from there, he will start wearing out his opponent to then have him beat. This is what Devon's hand training is mostly focused on doing, while Levan's training is simply to just run through his opponent. The heavy lifting gets him size and strength. The momentum on the lifts gives him explosiveness. And this specific training gives him a better hand control on the match. So, out of all those things that Levan has, Devon has only taught him the specifics. But then, you may think like, oh, but Brian's already big and strong enough. He won't need to focus on the heavy lifting now, since he's already pretty strong. And honestly, that is indeed correct. And the reason why is because Levan has started smaller in the sport. And with time, he slowly developed his size into what it is today. And like that, Levan was able to transition all of that strength from his heavy lifting to the arm wrestling table. Something that only a few arm wrestlers have done. Being another example Morozov, that from a young age developed his technique and now has put on a massive shape. So, if we put on a parallel, Levan has started smaller and he grew his technique alongside his shape, while Brian has always been big and is only in need of developing his technique. So, if you ask me, this specific training is amazing, but what is even better is some actual pulling against others on the table. Because in that way, and also with Brian's high IQ, he'll probably be able to transition very fast his body strength into table strength. And Brian even emphasizes that on his post on Instagram, saying that he don't like to dip his toes in the water with anything he's gonna do. He's much more of a jump in the water and learn how to swim type of guy. So apparently, Brian's looking for a fight now. But then I ask you guys, who would you think it would be a great first match for Brian? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.